Good morning. Welcome. This is Abby with Cookies and Crochet. Today is Friday, July 17th. Had to think about it for the minute. I have some great things to talk about today. First of all, last Friday, July 10th, was my podiversary. That's right, I have been on YouTube, doing my channel, for a year now. So this is my 1-year anniversary, or podiversary. So, and so I'm a little late, obviously, but this is my podiversary video. So I want to do some really fun and special things for you today. So, and I'm not going to spoil what I'm going to do, or I'm not going to, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go with it. And so you'll have to stick around because you don't know what's coming. So, first of all, welcome. Thank you. I'm so glad you could be here with me today. I wanted to share some finished objects with you and talk about them really quickly. I'm going to talk about the yarn I used, and the pattern I used, and just talk a little bit about some difficulties and some triumphs, and then we will go on to some endeavors, and then something else later. So stick around. First of all, I wanted to share, I forgot the packaging. I always forget the packaging. Okay, so I'm back now. You'd think I'd learn how to be prepared by now. Oh dear. Okay, so what I wanted to share is some finished objects. I have 3. Now one I have shared before, but I want to kind of talk about the contrast between the yarn and the hook size and the pattern on how things turn out. Oh, there it is, lovely. Okay, so and if you follow me on Instagram, I did share a picture on Instagram of these 3 socks. So let me show you really quickly the 3 socks. Okay, so I have an ankle sock, and I have shared about this before, but I'm going to talk about contrast to other sock patterns and other sock yarn. Okay, so this is number 1 sock. That was made with the Premier wool free sock yarn in the colorway Flame. It is a number 2 weight yarn, and I used a 3.25 hook. The pattern was from this book, I Can't Believe I'm Crocheting Socks, and if you see it, it's on the back there in the middle. So that is the ankle sock. Okay, and this sock used, it's all of these socks are cuffed down. I don't prefer toe up. I like cuff down socks. This uses a heel flap, heel turn, and then you go into the foot. Okay. It is quick and easy. Virtually painless sock pattern. Then I tried this ankle sock. Now this is not a real ankle sock. I made it an ankle sock. It was actually kind of like a cruise sock, and what I did, I just shortened the leg to make it shorter, or to make it an ankle sock. So this is a new pattern out of a new book that I have not tried before, and it uses a completely different heel. This actually uses a heel with a short rows, crochet short rows. And I also did some cabling up here, which I've never tried before. So it didn't turn out right. But nonetheless, there it is. And the yarn I used, and I'll share the pattern in just a minute. This is the Perfect Pair sock yarn from Michaels. It's Loops and Threads. This colorway is Drive All Night. So that's what I used for that. So I'll give you a close-up of the cables. Those are front post double crochet. And they do not look like they're supposed to, because like I said, I've never done cables before. This is all new to me, but and I'll show you the other side, because this sock pattern is from Ron Strong, and it is from his book Step Into Crochet. He has lots of sock patterns, and you know, some are, you know, easier than others. They kind of range from you know, semi-easy to intermediate. But anyway, so the sock, this sock is the Mordecai. It's called the Mordecai sock. So I will show you a quick picture of that. So you can see the cables are on the leg, and it's quite a long leg. I just shortened the leg to kind of make it an ankle sock. So for this one, I also used a 3.25 hook, and that the weight of that yarn is a 1, I believe. Yes, it is. Okay. So and I've never done short rows, crochet short rows before. I had to actually look it up on YouTube and find a tutorial for it to be able to learn how to do it. But it looks quite different. Maybe I'll take it off the sock blocker so you can see it. Basically, so there's the heel. It does not have the heel flap. This is the heel. Those are called crochet short rows. I've never done those before. So once I learned how to do it, it was really simple, but reading it in the pattern, I was completely lost. And but I do like the look of this. I do like how it fits my foot. There's only one place here that I kind of have a little bit of a you know, kind of a hole there in the sock itself. But I will say, for this pattern, I really like it, and I will make it again. Now that I kind of have a better idea of what I'm doing, I think it'll turn out better. I think that hole won't be there. I was just still kind of learning. But yeah, so the cables are just front post and back post double crochet, and they're stretchy, and I think they're cute looking. So yeah, I like the yarn, I like the pattern, and I definitely like the heel. So two thumbs up for that. And now on to the third sock, and I think this might be my favorite. I think, oh, sorry, it's really hot today. I think this might be my favorite sock. This is my favorite sock, I think it is. This was a new pattern I tried also, and it is from the Learn to Crochet Socks for the Family. It's from this book I purchased at Michael's. Oh, and that Step Into Crochet book by Ron Strong, I purchased that from Amazon. I will put links in the down bar to all of these products, the yarn and the pattern books. I'll put links down below if you're interested. But yes, this I purchased from Amazon. This book I purchased from Michael's, the craft store, and this one purchased from Hobby Lobby. Yes. Okay, so this this sock has a different heel as well. It uses an afterthought heel, It is a cuff down sock as well. So basically I started at the top, went down, left an opening for the heel. I continued on to the foot and made the toe. Then I came back and did the heel. And I have made a sock like that before, but this was the first time in this pattern, and I really like it. For this one I used the Patons Kroy socks in the colorway Clover colors, and I love the variegation of the yarn, how it changes color. They're really beautiful, and it fits my foot, but I want to talk about the heel and the toe. Let me tell you about the pattern real quick. I'll show you a picture of the pattern. These are the crew socks for women. That's what it's called. I'll show you a picture real quick. So there's the picture. So the how do I say this? The heel is a little bit big for my foot, and I couldn't figure out why until I realized, I looked at the pattern, and the toe, the sock is a little bit too long. I mean, I kind of have to keep pulling it back up, but after looking over the pattern, I realized that in doing the heel and the toe, the decreases are only 2 every other row, where in other patterns that I have done, the decreases are 4 every other row. So it decreases slower, thereby making a longer toe and a longer heel. So when I put them on, yeah, it's a little too big. I'm hoping that when I wash them, it won't be so big, but I mean, it's fine. It fits my foot the rest of the way. It fits the leg, the foot, everything is fine. It's just, it's just a little too long. And I did keep trying it on my foot as I was making it. But as I said, the heel and the toe decreases were only 2 a row, where I'm used to 4, or 2 every other row, and I'm used to 4 every other row. So anyway, just a difference in the pattern. When I make the mate to this sock, I will definitely do 4 every other row, just because that's what I'm used to, and I think it'll fit my foot better. So anyway, that's what I'm here to talk about. So now I have had some people comment and say, I would love to make crochet socks, but I either don't know how to read a pattern, or I don't think I could do it. I understand. Some of these patterns are pretty straightforward and simple, and others are not, and they even confuse me. And I've been making crochet socks for 6 months or so, maybe, give or take, maybe a little bit longer. I honestly can't remember when I first made my first pair of socks. Maybe it's almost a year, I don't know. But anyway, every pattern is different, and it depends on the hook size, and it also depends on the yarn you're using. But I did want to say this, because I want to encourage anyone that is out there that's saying, I kind of want to make socks, but I don't know if I can. There are tutorials on YouTube. I have searched them out. There's at least 7, maybe more, and I will link them down below, that have a video tutorial on crochet socks, and it takes you step by step. If you want to try, go for it. Don't jump in. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid. It is so much fun. They are small. Most of them are quick. It is so much fun to pamper your feet, and to, you can play with them, play with the colors, play with the yarn, play with the size, play with the design. It is so much fun, and so I will put links to those videos that I have found. I went searching around, and I will put them in the down bar. So if you're interested, I know the crochet crowd has some, not just for adults, but for children and babies. Marley Bird has one. Jonna Martinez, which I can't remember what her channel is called, but she has one. And there's a few other that I have found. So I will put them in the down bar. If you are interested, go for it. I think you'll like it. If you have any interest at all in crochet socks, I think once you get into it, you won't be able to stop, because that's what happened to me. So, okay. That's all I wanted to share about that. So there's another thing in my endeavors. I am getting a little low on project bags, small project bags for my socks, because I have several socks kind of in the works right now, but I cannot go buy some. So I figured, why not learn to sew and make my own? So I asked my mom. I know all of you out there are like, yeah, I know. I knew. I've said before, I don't think I'll ever sew, but here I am. I'm learning to sew. So I asked my mom if she could teach me. She has a sewing machine. She said, of course. So I said, well, do you have any scrap fabric? Because I really don't want to have to go buy any, you know, kind of funds are tight. I don't want to have to go buy fabric that I'm just going to practice on, you know. She said, oh yeah, I have 2 boxes full of scrap fabric you can come look through. So I did. So she is going to teach me how to sew, and I want to make a fabric. I want to make a project bag, just a small project bag that will hold my sock projects in. And so she let me go searching. So I found some pretty fabric for some bags. So that would be one bag. And then I did go to Hobby Lobby and get some zippers. These are only $1. So I'm going to use that zipper. I'm so excited. And of course I will show you guys. I found a tutorial on making small project bags from Noodlehead. It's a blog. She has pictures, she has descriptions to walk you through it. So it looks doable. Here's some more fabric. And so I'm gonna make the outside one color and then the inside a different color. And then here is another zipper for that. So excited. So I chose 4. I want to make at least 4 project bags. If they don't turn out well, maybe I'll only have 2. I don't know. Maybe I'll have 1. Maybe I'll have none. I don't know. So this would be the outside. This will be the inside. I know it's wild and crazy. I don't care. This is what you do when you have scrap fabric. You have to be more inventive and find out what works. And I think this is the prettiest one I found. So my mom has made lots of quilts for her grandchildren, and that would be the inside, and other things. And so she has a lot of different scraps. So anyway, so yeah, I will definitely share my journey in sewing, learning to sew. You can laugh, you can cry, you can be wowed, I don't know, whatever happens. We'll see. So yes, that will be coming up also. So that's all I had to share about that. Because my grandma did a lot of that. She did sewing. She did lots of crafty things. But I'm like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to try that. You know what? I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Maybe we should go make some cookies. Yeah, let's go. Let's go make some cookies. Come on. Okay, so we've got cookies. Chocolate chip cookies. And I made some coffee. So I hope you have a treat of some kind. Sorry, let me adjust the camera real quick. So I wanted to share one more thing with you before I go. I'm so sorry about this. Technical difficulties. My shawl, the knit shawl that I shared about in my last video, in my unboxing. I'm still working on it. And so I really like this pattern, and I really like this shawl. It is really easy. And I am knitting it on my Knitter's Pride, I think it's my Knitter's Pride circular needles. And like I said, it's really easy. I've been kind of intimidated about trying a knit shawl, and but anyway, I looked it up, and there was only one stitch that it uses that I did not know. So I just looked it up on a tutorial on YouTube and learned how to do it, and I was off and running. I probably have made some mistakes, but that's okay. I'm still going with it. So anyway, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. It's not just free because I ordered the box. It is free on Ravelry. So it's called Letters from Russia. So if you're wanting to try a shawl, a knit shawl, I highly recommend this. I highly recommend it. It is fun. It is, like I said, it's easy. As long as you know how to knit and purl and a yarn over, knit two together, and a KFB, then you're set. So go check it out. I highly recommend it. So anyway, and the yarn is just beautiful. I love the yarn. But anyway, so yeah, there it is. And I love these needles. These are working really well for me. These are size 4 needle. That's what's suggested in the pattern. So I will let you know the progress on that. And my other mystery box, mystery gem, I chose another shawl to make that yarn with. Oh, it's really hot today. That's why I changed clothes, because it was so hot. My hair is frizzing, but never mind. So anyway, the shawl that I chose for that is called the Changing Staircases shawl. So once I finish this one, I'm going to start that one, and the yarn is beautiful. I just love it. Should I show you? I mean, are you interested? Okay, just a minute. Not organized at all. So this is the yarn that came in my mystery gem, the first one. This is by Eden Cottage Yarns. Isn't it gorgeous? This is a Titus 4-ply. 75 superwash superfine merino, 25% silk. Ooh, so it's lovely. Can you see the colors? It's gray, some brown tints. It's just lovely neutrals, lovely. So the pattern I chose to make this is the Changing Staircases shawl, written by Tristan Molina, Dragon Horde yarn. So that is the shawl I'm going to make with that yarn. So this is one of the pattern suggestions that was in the box. So I looked up some crochet things too, but I really liked this one. And now that I've started my first knit shawl, I've kind of have the motivation to try another knit shawl. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so I'm going to eat my cookies and drink the rest of my coffee. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining me on my Potiversary, or my Potiversary video, because my Potiversary was last Friday. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to all of you that watch my videos, that like it, that comment, that follow me on Instagram, that are in my Facebook group. I mean, I just I've met so many wonderful people and gotten so much help and making new friends, and I've just had a blast. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, and I look forward to seeing what comes out this year, what happens. So you never know. All right, the candy stripe blanket is up next. The tutorial is coming up next. Not in this video, but it is still coming. Thank you for your patience. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Okay. All right, God bless. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye.